Rachel, I'll start with you.
Okay. So, first question is how long you have served in an elected position and which elected positions you've served in.
I've served in the both chambers of the New Colorado Legislature. I served in the State House of Representatives from 1998 to 2006, or rather 2000, I get these days mixed up sometimes, 2004, 1998 to 2004, and then 2004 to 2012 I've been in the State Senate, and I've been majority leader since 2007.
Okay. And what are the term limits in the State Senate and the State House?
So there are term limits. I was termed out in the House, so there are term limits of I guess it would have been 3 terms, I guess, in the State House, and then there are 2 terms in the State Senate. So I'm termed out as of 2012.
Okay. And what are your future political aspirations since you're termed out in 2012?
Well, I haven't really made any definite decisions, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
And can you tell me about the features of the Easy software that you use to redistribute?
Yeah, it's a great program. It allows you to draw districts pretty much any way you want, right? So you can draw districts to maximize compactness or to make districts more competitive. It's got lots of great features. And me and my Neil Albrecht on my staff, we played around with a lot of different things when we were putting this plan together, and we adopted the plan that we thought was best for the people of the state of New Colorado, and I'm pretty confident that after going through all the permutations we came up with the best plan.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit more about all those permutations that you went through?
Well, what specifically do you want to know? I mean, we picked the one that we thought was best.
I guess how many alternative plans you went through?
Oh, I couldn't give you an exact number. I mean, we went through a lot.
Okay, were there any that benefited Democrats that you decided not to go with, or did they all?
Sure, yeah, we picked the one that we thought overall was in the best interest of Democrats, but there were others that were good for our party and that we decided not to choose. And of course, we had in the back of our mind, or I wouldn't say the back of our mind, but part of our consideration was we wanted to make sure we weren't doing anything to violate the Voting Rights Act, and we feel confident that this plan will serve not only all the citizens of New Colorado, but specifically Latino citizens of New Colorado.
Okay, and were there any plans that drew majority-minority districts for Latinos?
Well, there's, you know about the Republican plan, but that has that really odd-shaped district, and we were pretty sure that that plan would violate Shaw versus Reno, so we never gave that any serious consideration. But at the end of the day, we wanted to adopt a plan that serves the interests of our party and that would well represent the people of the state of New Colorado, and we're pretty confident that we've achieved that end. And look, reasonable people can disagree over how to draw districts. Like, there are lots of different ways to draw districts, and you can maximize compactness, you can promote competitiveness, but we draw the districts that we thought, taking everything into consideration, would serve the people of New Colorado best.
Okay, what about the alternative plan that how do I do this? What about the alternative plan that was put in the complaint, in the expert testimony? Do I have access to that? I don't know.
Yeah, you're talking about this expert declaration,
yeah,
from the other side. Yeah, I read through the papers from this case. I didn't read through them carefully, but I saw, you can draw districts lots of different ways, and it looks like he came up with some district that he thought would have Excuse me, let me finish my answer, Council. A majority Latino district without such a weird shape, but, you know, maybe not a bad plan, but we don't think we were legally required to draw that plan.
Did that plan come up in your redistricting plans?
No, not that exact plan. I mean, we didn't have access to, obviously, to Dr. Engstrom, or his declaration at the time
Right.
that we drew our map. So yeah, we didn't discuss this exact plan, or at least I don't remember we did that. Remember, you know, my staff member Neil Albrecht and I, we went through dozens, I don't know, might have been even more, might have been hundreds of permutations. So I can't say I remember every single plan we drew, but I don't remember that exact plan.
So you don't remember specifically seeing a district, District 5 in that southwest corner that was a majority-minority Latino district in any of your plans?
Well, your question was the exact district that Dr. Engstrom has in his.
Now I'm asking you if you saw any plans, if you recall seeing any plans that had a majority-minority district in the southwest corner of the state.
You know, I don't remember specifically.
Can I interject for a
Yeah,
second?
no, then I'll.
Now, you say you don't didn't have access to Richard Engstrom's plan, but were you aware during the, as you were drawing these districts up, were you aware that particularly in the southwest of New Colorado, the Latino population had increased since the creation of the last plan?
Oh, sure, yeah. We knew the Latino population had increased throughout various parts of the state. And, you know, we Democrats pride ourselves as serving the needs of Latino voters. Overwhelmingly, Latino voters have supported us, so we were very, it wasn't our predominant consideration, right? But we certainly wanted to make sure we had a plan that was fair to the burgeoning Latino population in our state.
Now, did it ever occur to you that perhaps the increase of the Latino population in the southwest of the state, if District 3 under the benchmark plan, the currently existing apportionment plan, if that had been left intact, or at least intact and still able to, be equal in population with new districts, did it ever occur to you that leaving that largely intact, Latinos might be able to elect their candidate of choice? I guess let me rephrase that.
And this is okay, by the way. This happens in real life litigation.
If District 3 had been left in place, and this is an argument that's made in Engstrom's report, that the change in demographics since the last census would have allowed them to have an increased chance of electing their candidate of choice. Did such a line of thinking occur to you while making the new district?
Well, I was certainly aware that the Latino population of that district, the one, in the 4 quadrants from the previous plan, was the 3rd congressional district, right, the southwestern one. The Latino population had increased in that area, and that's partly because it includes portions of both the capital city area as well as the southwestern portion of the state. So yeah, I was aware